Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Don't mind me, I'm putting some music in the background. How are you this fine morning? The first week
Hey,
of December. You
is it
know,
the first? I guess it is.
it is the first week of December. Yeah. It's crazy. We only have 1 month left in this,
It's
the
not even a
Lord.
month.
No. Oh, no, it's a little less than that now. But it's like the year of our Lord 2021. We only have like a month left. Hold up, I gotta make the tweet.
Gotta make the tweet. You also gotta switch over your screen.
Oh, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
a professional.
A little bit more of a professional than you were Tuesday.
That's
Damn.
true. Oh, listen,
Damn.
listen, listen,
That was so
listen.
fucking funny.
It was the first time I've streamed in a long time. I'm doing my best. Hi, Cutie Pie. How you doing?
Cutie! Hello. How are you? Cutie Pie is going through what you went through, and that's moving.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm dead. I'm so sorry. That shit. Moving stress
Yeah.
is literally the worst. I'm glad I never have to deal with that. At least, never say never, but never.
And they're going out of out of state, not just like
Yeah, that
out of town.
sucks.
It was, oh my god, I feel so bad for both of y'all.
Mm.
Um, I moved from a tiny apartment to a slightly larger condo. Well, I moved out of my room in my parents' house into
Mhm.
a tiny ass college apartment, like tiny ass college apartment. And then I moved from the college apartment to the condo I live in now, which is double the size, but still fairly small. And I'm like, I don't want to move. I don't want
Yeah.
to actually move because it's like, it's gonna be awful.
I how do I explain this? It was by far the most stressful thing I had to deal with. Like, my God. And like mine was just moving like maybe an hour. Mine is an hour and 10 minutes away, or give or take a
Mhm.
few more minutes. So I had to be like, it was just a short drive, short quote unquote drive.
Mhm.
But I never want to do it again because we had to. There was a shortage in storage space, like storage units. There were shortages, so we had to divide our stuff into 3 different places. That shit was awful, like having to do all of that. And we hired movers, and I kind of wish we did more than just hire, because we just hired the moving people to like bring our stuff down, put it in our truck and stuff like that. I wish we actually hired movers to just deal with everything, because they'll wrap your
Mhm.
shit up, they'll put it in the
Mhm.
trucks, you never have to do
Mhm.
anything. That's what I want. That's what I wish I had. Because good lord.
I mean,
Uh
there were other things that were making it very stressful for you that weren't cooperative, if
mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
yeah.
That's putting it lightly. Um
Valid, cutie, valid. I've known people that have built their house from the ground up, and they're like, I never realized how much shit I have until I had to move it into this
oh
house.
my god. So we lived in a smallish house for the first,
All
while.
right. Yeah.
It wasn't anything big. I never wanted a big house. I kind of wanted a tiny home, you know what I mean? But
You are a tiny person.
I am a tiny person. Sorry about that. I am a tiny person. So, and we don't have kids, I just have dogs. But we
And
moved
a
into
bird.
a big and a bird. And we moved into a what do you call it? A bigger home, a little
Mhm.
too big, but big. And I'm like, now I gotta buy more stuff to fill the space because I'm just not used to having such big space.
Right.
So much space at all. Which is why, sorry for the things, my computer's going crazy. Which is why I'm going to IKEA after this. So I can find more like storage space to put all my shit in. I have so much shit.
IKEA.
I unpacked all my plushies, and I
Oh,
gotta set them up.
I've not unpacked my plushies. What I need is like a little plushie hammock that goes in like the
Mm-hmm.
corners up on the ceiling and stuff to like
Yes.
put my plushies there. Because I
Mm-hmm.
have Tangerine and I have given small plushies to him so he can like wrestle with and tear them up, I don't feel bad. They're like really cheap. Um, like the first plushie I gave him was like a cheap Valentine's Day monkey. Like I ripped the
Aw.
Velcro off, I ripped like any kind of like hard surfaces off, and I just gave it to him so he could wrestle with. And I'm like, I don't want him attacking my plushies.
Right.
I don't mind bringing them down. You've held on to some of my plushies before when you've been over here in person for the podcast. You've held on to some of my plushies, but it's like when they're not being held, they go immediately back into a safe place.
Oh yeah. No, see. I want to display all my stuff because I went crazy. I went and bought like a bunch of like, what was it? Not only
Art.
plushies, art. Yep. I can't wait to put that on the walls. I also have
Pins.
yep, my pins. Oh, I there is a board, another like cork board for my pins so I can like expand my pin collection. And I didn't buy it. I found it at the thrift store. I didn't buy it. I was like, no, wait. I need to first finish this cork board before I have another cork board of my other pins. I have so many pins, but working my way up slowly.
You'll fill those up pretty quickly. Like, I have 2 corkboard pins, and one's for my Disney pin trading collections.
Right.
While the other is my miscellaneous enamel pins that I value too much to put on my backpack.
Right. No, that's fair. Also, I know we're getting sidetracked. We just started, but I know it's crazy, right? I wanted to talk about. I wanted us to talk about the freaking Christmas music because it is the first week of December for us. First Saturday or Sunday in December. And have you put your Christmas tree up? Because I did, and I did it on December 1st. Like I was
you
like
think
December 1st.
My depressed ass is gonna deal with any kind of excessive decoration, much less it's like I don't care for Christmas.
Yeah.
At all.
Like,
so
not even like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Like the jank one.
It's a waste of space.
All right,
like
fair.
There is no point in me putting up a Christmas tree when I'm not hosting Christmas at my house.
That's true. Well, I need to
like
do
I don't care. Like Christmas trees are a waste of space. They're not very like economically friendly. They're not very like friendly on nature. They're just not good, and I don't want to deal with them.
That's fair. I, on the other hand, have put my Christmas tree up because I needed that serotonin that Christmas gives me. We've had this conversation. I was like, Christmas actually does give me serotonin. Not for the capitalist or whatever, but there's Christmas sparkly lights. And like, I hate that it's the only season of the year where they have sparkly lights everywhere. I wish that was a thing that happened all year round, like for a lot of holidays. Just put on Christmas lights and I'm like, this
what
is nice.
Is stopping people?
That's true.
Like that's a valid question. Like, what is stopping people? Tradition, which is just peer pressure from dead people.
Well,
you want
no,
to put
also
Christmas lights up for Hanukkah? Go for it. You want to put Christmas lights up for Halloween? Go for it. You want to put Christmas lights up for Easter? Go for it. You want to put Christmas lights up, or just sparkly lights up for your birthday? Go for it. I don't care.
This is also bad for electricity bill. That's why, because that's true.
Yep.
Everyone's electricity bill skyrockets. But it does give me serotonin. I do love Christmas time, which is in stark contrast to yours, where you're like, man, Christmas. I'm like, yay! Which is going to be very interesting while we talk about Christmas music. Because anyone who works in retail knows,
we have.
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of Christmas music, I'm just going to go ahead and tell my story, because I think I told the story last year. Okay. I worked at the college bookstore at the university that I used to, attend. And there was this one channel, and it's on Sirius XM. And I still remember how it grates my ears, how they said it was Sirius XM Holly. It was the Holly channel, which is all Christmas music. Except they played the same 40 songs over and over and over again. And we would count, like we would time how long we've been there by how many times we've heard this, like a particular song. Like we walk in, we're like, okay, so this song is playing, right? Let's say Jingle Bell Rock is playing. And then we'll count how many times fucking Jingle Bell Rock is playing over and over and over. And my goodness, when I told you that after work I refused to listen to Christmas music, it was because of fucking retail. Because you only get one station and you
Mm-hmm.
hear the same fucking song over and over and over. And for those working retail, I'm so sorry. It does make you hate Christmas music. It really does. I mean, for
Well,
some
like
people, a lot of
I
people, there's something wrong with
mentioned
you.
last year that like my final Christmas at World Market was awful because it was just as bad. We
Mm-hmm.
probably had around 35 to 50 songs that were played on repeat,
Yeah,
and
and
they were all
circulated.
American stuff. When
Uh-huh.
originally my first Christmas at World Market, like we had a lot of like international songs, like
Mm-hmm.
Christmas songs and holiday songs that would play. And we probably had close to like 80 songs
Damn.
play.
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously there would be really popular ones that would repeat more often than others, but there was still like a very big variety.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I feel terrible where it's just like it's the commercial Christmas music that people have to suffer through.
Oh my
That
God.
retail workers have to suffer through.
Yeah. I am so sorry to all the retail workers. Thankfully, we
Hmm.
do not have radio or like any kind of music in our
Or required radio.
yeah, at our
We don't
work
have
that we
required.
work in, because we
Yeah.
technically still work retail, but we don't thank God we don't have like a
If we want to play
system.
music, we can play whatever music we want.
Oh yeah, you saw me. I play fucking smooth jazz at work all the time, every day. That was also technically on my Spotify Wrapped. My
Oh,
playlist
smooth
is
jazz.
everywhere. Yeah, smooth jazz is on there because I play it so much. Top 5 genres. Yup. I got a problem with smooth jazz.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't know. I don't know why. It just makes me calm. So, Christmas music.
Yeah.
First off, I know we talked about it a little bit off stream
Hmm.
that some of the Christmas songs actually sounds like a fucking horror film. If instead you put those like little bells in the background and like all the chipperness in a Christmas song, some of these Christmas songs are actually kind of creepy.
Disturbing.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
There are
Like,
some Christmas songs that are disturbing, and you don't have to put scary like tones behind it. It's like if you just read them, they're disturbing.
okay, I will also say, what is it? Baby, it's cold outside. I know people have talked about that one a lot,
Right.
and it's crazy. In this, I guess, decade, we're like, bruh, that song is kind of creepy. You know, just let
Yeah.
the girl go home. Why are you giving her more drink? Why are you trying to enable her, bruh?
Because it was culturally different
I
when it was
know.
written. And it's like
It's
if you
so interesting to see.
understand like the cultural standards of the time, the
Mm-hmm.
song makes sense.
Right,
But it
but
is
it
still very
doesn't.
creepy like listening to it with our generations
Mm-hmm.
filter.
Yep, I agree. Oh, excuse me. Like, it's so creepy because it was cold outside, didn't you? Because it was, yeah. But she was like, I really can't stay. Like, I gotta go. My dad's gonna be worried. And the guy's like, nah. Maybe just pour yourself a drink. There was a there was a parody song. I don't remember if I found it on like Twitter or Tumblr or something, where someone parodied the song, right? And it's the girl who wouldn't leave. And the guy's like, "Okay, you can go now. You should leave." But she still makes excuses as to why she should stay. Like, you can tell she doesn't want to go. That shit was hilarious. I have to find it. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter or Tumblr or something. It was hilarious.
That does
Absolutely
sound
hilarious.
really funny.
He's trying to prevent her from getting hypothermia and frostbite. Ah, yes, but also feeding her a lot of alcohol. Hmm. Hmm. But other than that, what other Christmas songs? Because that's, of course, top tier. What other Christmas songs do you think? Ah, yeah, this shit's creepy.
Um, like when I was a child, like I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus was
Yeah.
really weird. But as an adult, like I understand
get
what's
it.
going on.
Uh-huh.
But something worse than that, and I mentioned this last year, is Christmas in the Sand.
Wait, which one was this one? I don't think I think I said the same thing last year. Wait, what is Christmas in the Sand?
Let's see here.
Oh shit, is our audio gone? What's going on?
Hello?
Are we good? Oh, okay. Don't scare me. Oh, Zamer. Oh no.
Thank you, Nasium.
Oh, speaking of Christmas music, sorry,
Yeah.
I know we're talking. I spoke with my husband about this. Have you ever done the chestnuts roasting on an open fire before?
No.
I feel like that's another thing of our time that we just don't do anymore. Do people roast chestnuts on an open fire? Do people roast chestnuts anymore?
Do people even like chestnuts?
I love nuts.
Do you know what a chestnut tastes like?
Wait, I think I do. I think I've had chestnuts before. Hold up, let me make sure. Yes, I have had those before. But like, so I'm severely allergic to chestnuts. All right, now Osio, you get a pass. you don't have to do that. But what are some? I also want to talk about like a lot of the Christmas traditions that you hear in songs. We just don't do anything anymore. Like we don't do that anymore. Like roasting chestnuts on an open fire, or having like we live in it was at the southeast Alabama. We don't have snow, but like going on a sleigh ride. Do people still do that up in the north where there's actual snow? Because we don't do shit. We go on mud rides with four-wheelers.
Well, like, you
and pray to God
understand
we
that
survive.
to be able to go on a sleigh ride, you would have to A, have snow, which you are correct, but B, also have, like, horses to be able to do that. And usually those are very specific breeds.
I was like, we country as hell. We have horses.
Right, but you would also have to have a sleigh and maintain maintenance on that.
That's true. All right.
And where would you go on a sleigh ride?
To the
I understand.
To the local Dollar General in my small town. The Walmart.
You'd really want to put your horse on a road that's probably iced with drivers around it?
Obviously not. This is in Alabama. I'm saying we don't do it in Alabama because of those things. We don't have snow. We never have snow. To work. I can only imagine me pulling up in my sleigh to work. My goodness.
I don't think the cats would really appreciate that. You bringing a horse here?
They do sleigh rides around Xmas time in Nashville. They're stupid expensive. Damn.
Hi, Kumo.
Also,
how's
hi,
it
Kumo.
going?
I feel like
getting all the people in today.
Right. I feel like the only, well, I shouldn't say the only, but one of the main Christmas songs that can still resonate with us today is the Chipmunk song, where they all ask for what kind of toys they want. Because that's exactly what it is in America. All about capitalism. What toys do you want? Except I highly doubt they want a plane that loops the loop. That's a line.
Loop-de-loop.
Loop-de-loop planes. Now it's all about them iPads and a nice new cell phone. I sound like a crotchety old lady. Listen, I love Christmas.
You want to complain about me?
I know. I love Christmas time. I don't like the capitalism aspect of it, but I do like Christmas time. I do want to try and roast chestnuts on an open fire, just so I can say that I've done it. But nah, kids always on their phones, right? Trying to hunt down Santa.
Y'all calling people out while I have like a tablet and a phone open doing mobile games.
Gotta get them dailies. I mean, you gotta get your dailies.
I haven't got my dailies on my phone, and like I'm still doing the cats and soup game.
That's true.
It's very cute.
Also, all I want for Christmas is you.
God, no. Okay, so like I get that's like the curse of every retail worker ever, but I still think Christmas in the Sand is like holds my heart. It's like has my heart captive because it's just like I hate the song so fucking much
All right, I'm looking
that
up
I
the
can
lyrics.
just never let it go. So let me read a little bit for
Okay,
you
okay,
of
okay,
why
thank
it
you.
bothers me so fucking much. So,
Oh shit, Nasium, please be careful. Oh my god.
what's happening?
He poured Everclear in his eye. I know.
How?
I just.
How?
He said he'll be right back. We'll hear his story when he gets back.
Oh my god. That oof. Okay, so starting off, we'll go through probably 3 stanzas. It's like I love Christmas in the snow, but Christmas in the sand, oh man, I tell that's where it's at. Hawaiian tropic on my skin, candy cane of peppermint, a hint of cocoa on my lips. Alright, sounds pretty standard.
Yeah.
Then it goes into could have been the sun, could have been the sea, could have been my childhood fantasy, but I saw Santa in his bathing suit.
Wait, what?
Yes!
Okay.
Trying to catch a wave, but he tried too soon. He laughed so hard that he could have barely breathed and washed up next to me.
So he died. Santa died. He drowned.
No. He said, you look naughty, but I'm sure you're nice. He was soaking wet, but he cracked a smile. With a present in his hand, he said, it's Christmas in the Sand. This girl wants to fuck Santa.
I was about to say, yep. Yep. Her birthday's soon. Yeah, it could have been.
But a childhood fantasy.
Yeah, she won't fuck Santa.
She won't fuck Santa. Like, this has haunted me since the first time I really listened to it.
Right.
Because it's
I think
like
that's
someone...
also what I was like, I think that's also why, for that same reason, nobody ever has heard this song. Because they're like, yeah, we ain't gonna do that, right? We
Okay,
ain't
but
do
this
that.
song played constantly at World Market. And it's really like upbeat and really fun, like has a really fun tune to it.
Right, I can imagine.
And like I've heard it in other places, not as much as I heard it at World Market, but like I've heard it on like in other stores.
I've never heard of this song. Actually, I think I looked it up last year and heard it.
Maybe.
Wait 1 second, I gotta. All right. So I don't actually. Can we? Is it copyrighted?
Yeah, probably. Like most Christmas songs are copyrighted.
Damn it! I want to test the waters, but I also don't want to get us in trouble.
Don't get us in trouble.
I'm not gonna get us in trouble. Okay.
It's copyrighted to Sony, so it's probably gonna be very heavily like.
Right. So I'm literally just Googling Christmas music. There is a Christmas song saying Christmas isn't canceled, just you. And I'm like, oh, Kelly Clarkson. It's by Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson's got some, she mad. Someone done pissed off Kelly Clarkson. Oh, gosh. Let's see. I know a lot of these other Christmas songs. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, which as a kid, you're absolutely right. I was like, she's a cheater. And then you're an adult, and I'm like, oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Or I used to think that Santa Claus, like, I know as a kid, I was like, oh, Santa Claus must have been really hot for my mom to, like, cheat on my dad with. Oh, gosh. Now I realize, yeah. Mistletoe. What? Oh, right. Justin Bieber did a Christmas song called Mistletoe. Or
Didn't Justin
sing a
Bieber
cover.
also like do a redo of Baby It's Cold Outside?
Probably, yeah.
Or cover, whatever it's
It's
called.
still creepy. It's still creepy.
Yeah, it's like it would be okay to keep around as long as you didn't do covers of it, but don't do covers of it.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes it creepy, like even more creepy. Cause you,
I needed. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your sentence because I gotta read this to you.
go ahead, read it.
Okay, this is a Christmas song. Okay, I don't know if anyone has heard this, but it's called "Do They Know It's Christmas?" And maybe it's because I haven't heard the song and I'm just reading the lyrics. It sounds rather. Okay, you ready?
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's not suspicious. It's just kind of they're guilt tripping you, right?
Mm.
Are you ready for some depressing Christmas music? I hate that they do depressing Christmas music. But anyway, it's called Do They Know It's
Good.
Christmas? And it goes, it's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light and we banish shade. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time. Right? Joy, right? That's like, okay, yeah, that's true. Then it says, but, which you know, butts are never good. But say a
I
prayer.
don't know about you, butts are pretty nice.
True. Pray.
Like-
But say a prayer. Pray for the other ones. At Christmas time, it's hard, but when you're having fun, there's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear. And I'm like, oh god, this sounds like a fucking zombie apocalypse, where the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears. I'm like, why? And the string and the Christmas bells that ring, there are the clanging chimes of doom. Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. Wait, and again, but wait, there's more. And there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. The greatest gift they'll get this year is life. Where nothing ever grows, nor rain nor rivers flow. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? I know this. It's the Feed the World song, right? Do they know it's Christmas time at all? Here's to you. Raise a glass for everyone. Spare a thought this Yuletide for the deprived. If the table was turned, would you survive? Here's to them. Underneath that burning sun. You ain't gotta feel guilt. Just selfless. Give a little help to the helpless. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? And of course, it's the Feed the World, right? And I'm like, first of all, the way he describes Africa is just, And I'm just like, this song sucks. And every time I hear this song sucks. Now that I read the chorus, which is the Feed the World, I'm like, yes, I have heard this song and I hated the song. It's like this song sucks. Not because it's depressing, but the way he's describing it, he's like, you hear those chimes, those Christmas bells? Yeah, for others, it's the bells of doom or some shit. Come on, really?
I mean, not everybody enjoys Christmas.
That's the thing. Not everyone celebrates Christmas. You can't say it's
No,
like the
no,
Christmas
like people
bells of
can
doom.
celebrate Christmas but not enjoy it.
True. But I'm like, if they don't enjoy it, we spoke with you. You don't really care for the Christmas time. 10 out of 10, that's fine. Because also if you work in retail, Christmas is definitely the bells of doom. If you work in retail, fuck Christmas. I mean, retail. But I'm like, the way he describes it sounds like a horror film.
Yeah, you've worked retail, you should know Christmas is horror.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. I try not to, I try my best every year not to spend too much money, on Amazon or retail stores. I try to help, smaller businesses. Like last year, I tried to help with small businesses. And this year, I kind of want to do that, on Etsy and stuff. Buy art. Or I told you what I'm making my husband for Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't think you've told them, but I know. We've been talking about it.
So something that I love, not just Christmas, but just in gift giving kind of thing. I love people who craft something with their hands, you know, handmade things or just pieces of art, stuff like that. I'm a simple woman. Because any kind of like time that you put into something, I can appreciate, right? So I often do that for my friends. I am making a gaming table for my husband for Christmas this year. I already got the paint. I've already, you know, that little piece of wood that was that kept falling out. I finally got wood glue, patched it up. It looks great, by the way. And I am working on getting like a game table. It's a card table, and I'm going to put inside, because it has like a little recess inside that you can display. Well, the previous owner displayed their marbles. I don't have marbles. We ain't that kind of family. But Jack, my husband, has what do you call it? Magic cards. And he picked out a lot of his magic cards that he wanted displayed in his table, like on the table. So I'm going to put all of his magic cards, like his favorites, in the table. I just have to rearrange them. I don't know how I'm going to do it, by color or what exactly, but I'm going to rearrange them in some way. And he doesn't know this, but I'm also going to have an etching of the different guilds from Magic, as well as LED lights on the sides. He doesn't know this, but LED lights on the side, so when it turns on, it really captures the etching and you can see the cards down below. I have it all planned out. I'm so excited. That's going to be his Christmas gift. He already knows that, you know, it's a card table because we had to move it into our house. So it's not really a surprise, but it still will be a surprise when I finish it. I'm so excited. But that's what I'm giving my husband, because I like to create things. And I got the table for free at work, because they were going to throw it out. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to take it. It's a nice table.
You still need to get the chairs out of work.
I'm planning to do that sometime this week. I just need to get a truck. Or I'm going to do like one table per day, or chair per day that I can fit in the car. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But I'm excited because I got to paint the chairs too. But yeah, Christmas. What were we talking about? Music.
Yeah,
we're so off the rails. We were so
You're off the rails. No, not me. This is you today.
I'm so sorry. Okay, continue then.
I mean, you were the one talking. And then you're
sorry,
like,
I was talking about,
I'm gonna...
I was like, retail and Christmas music. Right, let's go back to Christmas music. Christmas songs that kind of sound
I mean, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas is kind of like psychotic when you think about it. She doesn't want like a plushie. She wants a actual fucking hippopotamus. The deadliest creature in Africa.
Yep. Well, technically one of the most deadly creatures in the world. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like, you don't want a little baby, you don't want a little plushie, you want a full-ass hippopotamus. It's like, what kind of psychotic child are you?
To want a hippopotamus?
That, like, it doesn't even need, like, horror sounds to it.
That's true. A girl can dream for a hippopotamus. I'm still waiting on my water buffalo. Oh my god.
Same. Did you not get yours, Samer?
Did you not get yours in the mail? Has it not come in the mail? There might be a delay.
Well, like, it might be in that FedEx pile over in Shelby and Blount County.
Oh my god. So you heard about that, right?
Right, but like, I'm pretty sure Kumo is not in Alabama, and I'm pretty sure Nasium is not in Alabama, so they would not have heard.
All right, hold up. I got the tweet. Hold up. And I don't know whether to feel... I don't feel bad. I don't know why. I just don't feel bad because this FedEx worker probably just had enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold up.
So we should preface this that, last week before, the local sheriff's department started, well, not local, but like central Alabama, so Shelby and Blount County. What is it?
I have the
The
article here.
deputy is like the sidekick, so like the chief? No, the chief is for police. I don't remember. Because like each department has their own term, so it's like sheriff and deputy are for county, and then police officer and chief of police are for police officers, and they're for cities. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall I read it?
Yeah.
This was on December 2nd, okay? Amid the holiday... This is on the New York Times, because of course we made it to the New York Times. Anytime we make it to the news, like any big news story, it's never good.
No.
Hundreds of FedEx packages dumped in the Alabama ravine, authorities say. Amid the holiday shopping crush, more than 300 packages were discovered on private property. The driver, who has been identified and questioned by the police, is no longer working for FedEx. So, a FedEx driver who dumped hundreds of packages into a ravine in Alabama is no longer providing service with the company, whatever. But on November 24th, that's when I found out too. The Blount County Sheriff's Office announced that 300 to 400 FedEx packages of various sizes have been found dumped in a ravine.
Mm-hmm.
By that evening, FedEx has sent multiple trucks to collect the packages, and about 45. It was in Blount County, about 45 miles northeast of Birmingham. That has a population.
How
of
are you
6,000
pronouncing
people.
that county?
Blount County?
Blunt.
Blount County.
Blunt.
Is the O silent? Blount County?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Blount County.
I'm just gonna continue to make fun.
Oh,
of
the
you.
next day. Sorry. No, you're good. The next day on Thanksgiving, photographs of the recovery effort showed men clearing unopened packages, mangled cardboard boxes, and various items from a steep, wooded area. So if you happen to be in the Southeast and you are, missing a package or it got delayed or some shit.
It's not the Southeast. This is Central Alabama. These were out for delivery.
Yes,
These are
but
local
if,
packages.
not all of them, like if you get, because some of them are from like Chewy and stuff. Like you see the boxes, Chewy, Amazon. They could have been delivered to the FedEx around that area and then dumped. Because
No, they were dumped by a delivery driver. They weren't dumped by
you're
a
right.
transporter. They're
Right,
in
right.
Central Alabama.
You're right. So if you're in Central Alabama, that's probably where your packages are. But of course, they said that FedEx is working with law to try and get your packages back to you. I don't know if that's going to be happening because FedEx kind of sucks.
FedEx is
honest.
awful.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst delivery. Wait, can I say this? Will I get sued? Nah, my opinion. FedEx kind of sucks in terms of delivering packages. They're one of the worst.
They really are. And people want to complain about the USPS. And I'm like,
The USPS is amazing. They're
not
very helpful.
Well, USPS is not great. There is no denying that they're bad. But they try and they're understaffed.
I was about to say, when dealing with FedEx customer service and USPS customer service, USPS customer service is so much better.
Way better.
Yeah, and because like I had a package that was supposed to be delivered to me, and it was an Amazon package, and they were like, oh, you can't. This was like months ago, and they were like, oh, we can't really deliver it. We don't know where it's at. Just contact USPS. USPS was so helpful. They're like, oh yes, we found your package. It's located here and it should be delivered to you by this date. And I was like, thank you. Because Amazon doesn't know shit either. USPS, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, they were underfunded thanks to recent years. Not going to say because of who. A certain president, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut about that.
Well, it started before 2020, that's for sure.
That's true. But if you are a FedEx employee, or I honestly, I feel so bad for any delivery employee who has to deliver these packages around this time of year, because it has to be even worse than just working retail. You know,
There's
there,
so much more.
yeah, not only that, you probably have to have like overtime delivering all of these packages. Because one, not every store, thankfully there are some stores that are coming back to normal and stuff like that,
I
but
bet
not
they don't
everyone is.
get paid overtime.
But I also don't think everyone's so stuck on uh ordering online. I can't tell you how many people were like, yeah, I just prefer to order online so they don't have to go out shopping. For example, this Black Friday, I went out, not at night, because fuck that shit. I'm not doing that anymore, because I had a wait. Do people know about that? It's been a year. So for those who weren't there, was it last year or 2 years ago?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
About the shooting in the mall that I was in for Black Friday.
Oh yeah, up at the Galleria Mall.
I was involved in a shooting. Not involved, but me and my family were there in a shooting. So because it was over a pair of shoes or something. I heard different stories. It was over a pair of shoes. It was gang related. All of this. 2 years. Yeah, I was in that mall. So I don't like going Black Friday shopping at night or like in the wee hours of the early morning. I refuse to do that after that incident. I just don't want to do it. But I did go this year at like 7 or 8 a.m. And a lot of the stores opened around that time, 7, 8 a.m. And it was dead. Nobody went Black Friday shopping that day. Which honestly, I was actually kind of happy about. It was very chill. Right. And I was like, this is what I think people wanted, was to have like not as many crowds like in the mall or anything. Target knew what was up. They were like, we're not opening our doors on Thanksgiving Day, They knew what was up.
Like, that was the one good thing about the Christmas or holiday season at World Market, is they didn't know, they completely closed on Thursday. And that we did open very early. I think we may have opened at like 6 or 7 a.m. For Black Friday. And it was pleasant. It was very calm. We usually open the doors to about 20 people, 25 people. Yeah. They were all very sweet, extremely nice. Nobody was ugly. So Black Friday was one of the most pleasant experience I had ever had at World Market. Which is shocking.
Dead ass, man. Retail, I'm so sorry for those retail workers. But yes, I think everyone now, especially for me, I do tend to do online shopping because I don't want to have that experience again. I don't fault the guy. I don't fault the FedEx employee who decided to dump the packages in the ravine, because honestly, he's doing what a lot of people wish they could do. I can't be mad at that. Unless it's medication, but I don't think you're gonna have your medication sent through by FedEx or anything like that. But bruh,
maybe.
I don't know about that. Anyway, I feel for you. I do. And the fact that, he's fired, or they're fired. I don't know if it's a he or she, or they're fired. I'm glad.
I think the pronouns I was seeing around was a he.
I'm just like, what caused it? What caused this person to just be like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just dumping these packages. Fuck everybody.
I think what I was hearing is that for FedEx, the policy is your shift isn't done until all the packages are off of your truck.
Oh, you shipped your truck. Oh, shit. You might want to change that. These FedEx employees are being like,
They may end up in a ravine in Blount County.
Yeah, true. Black Friday, my parents wasn't bad. It was all the rest of Christmas. Black Friday, people actually make comments. See, I worked. Okay, so the fun thing about my Black Friday is I never had to work Black Friday at, was it the bookstore that I was in? They offered, they're like, hey, you know, if you work this Black Friday, we will give you like a bonus or whatever. I could never work Black Friday because I was with my family, you know, and they knew
Right.
it was a big deal for me. So I never had to work. I did, however, have one year where I think I took an opportunity to work for a short period of time. One time. It was one time. And I only did it once because you're like, oh, what could a college bookstore have to offer? You know, we have like university type merchandise, all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I have never seen so many Karens get so mad over like Alabama football gear on a Black Friday. I'm like, you come all the way to this college campus to yell about Alabama football gear on Black Friday. Bruh.
Yeah. Why couldn't they?
Bruh.
Why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they?
Because you could get it literally anywhere else. It's Tuscaloosa. You can get it anywhere else. I mean, but no. Anyway, they chose here.
Yeah, you can go down to the Target.
You
They
know-
have an entire setup every football season.
Yeah, exactly. So why the fucking college place? Anyway. But you know who was really nice? Were all the college students. The college students were like, we get it. We get you're tired. You know, take your time. All this stuff. College students knew what was up because they're equally tired. There was college students helping college students, you know? And everyone was so understanding. And they're like, listen, I just came here for like, because we also did electronics, like MacBook stuff. And, you know, we had Apple products and stuff on sale. So like, I'm just here for like whatever for my computer and stuff. I'm just trying to give you the least amount of trouble. And I'm like, it's fine. College students, do you understand?
I don't want any trouble, I swear.
Yeah, they were so nice. But it was the Karens. It was the parents that were like
It's
yelling.
always
And
the
I'm like,
parents.
bruh, it's like, yeah. It's like
What
5
doesn't make
a.m.
sense is like if they're in college, they are likely legal adults, and you need to calm the fuck down.
Mhm. True. Sorry. Oh crap! I got 10 minutes. I have to head out. What was I gonna say? I totally blanked.
Have you been organized at all today? No.
No,
Do
obviously.
I know what
not.
you're trying to say? I have no clue.
We did try to start with Christmas music, and we always end up with retail. We did that last year too.
No, we didn't. We dedicated an entire podcast last year to
About the
retail.
nightmares of retail. You're right. Damn. Anywho,
So we don't always do this. We just happen to do this.
I think it's because with anyone who's worked in retail, and that's, you know, a lot of people who work in retail,
It was
This-
dramatic.
it's very dramatic. Anyone who's
Don't
worked
try
in
and
retail,
tell me otherwise.
No, anyone who's worked in retail, this has been like the Christmas season is the most traumatic time of the year. And God bless you, the retail workers. Around this time of year, y'all deserve the biggest bonus. I want to, what is it? Manifest your what is it? Monetary gains. Y'all deserve more. Y'all need to be paid more. Y'all have to deal with so much shit. I have already seen, even like on Black Friday, when I went shopping on Black Friday with my family, I didn't even get anything. I just went to walk around with my family, right? And I had like this free, what is it? You know, they have freebies depending on what stores you go to. I had a freebie for Sephora, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because for my birthday. So I walk in, I'm like, hi, you know, being very nice, trying to be, you know, not problematic. Because this dude who was there, he was like, he looked flawless. His makeup was on point and everything. But his voice was so tired. Like he was so over it. He was so over it. And he's like, yes, how can I help you? And I was like, hi, I'm just here to pick up a freebie for my birthday. Immediately he perked up. He's like, oh, she doesn't want to buy anything. She's just chilling. He was like, oh, well, this is what you can have. These are your two choices. And I was like, oh, thank you. I just want that one. Wrapped it up. He's like, have a good birthday. And I'm like, oh, thank you. It's probably because I don't have like thousands of dollars worth of makeup and I'm not yelling at him. He was like, oh, this is a blessing. But he looks so...
You want one thing,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have to deal with you anymore.
Yeah, he was like, this is good. And I'm like, oh, God bless. That was the happiest time, like, that he was excited that I only had one thing. I could only imagine the other women, or the other people in the store collecting all their shit. And he's like, oh, no, I got to deal with this. Like, and I'm like, I'm not a Karen. It sucks. I'm like, I have to say, sir, I'm not a Karen. I promise you I'm not a Karen. But he looked flawless, but you could tell his voice was tired. You just couldn't tell on his face because his makeup was on point. God bless that man. Anyway, who are you? I gotta wrap it up.
I am Abmiki Ree. You can find me usually dicking around with Ricey and telling her that she's logged into the wrong account.
I did do that. I'm sorry if y'all got the notification for Tuesday. That was on me. That was me. I fucked up.
That was so funny.
I done fucked up.
It was funny though.
It was hilarious. For the first time that I've streamed in a long time, and then that happens, I was like, perfect.
Good.
Anywho.
But
what's your opinion? Plays Phasmo?
What's your opinion? Plays Phasmo. I mean, we did.
That.
We did. What did we? We did. Shit. What was it? Pretty Princess.
Oh, we did do Pretty Princess for our anniversary stream.
Yeah, for our anniversary stream. We might could figure something out. If people want us to do that, we could make it a stretch goal if we'd like. If we get so many followers.
That's something to plan for.
I mean, yeah. Let's see here. How many? We have 33 followers. Do you want us to do a Phasmophobia stream if we get to 50 followers?
I agree. Yep, I will do that.
Okay.
That sounds like a fun thing.
It's a lot of fun, especially when you freak out.
I did not cheat. I don't care what you said. I won fair and square. How can you cheat on Pretty Princess? How can you?
Yeah, I agree. Princess? It's like she did cheat, Tamer. I absolutely cheated. You were there. You saw it.
I didn't cheat on Pretty Fair and Square. I won that crown by myself. I won it all on my own. I can't believe we got competitive over Pretty Princess. Anywho, we gotta.
Chelzor warned you that we would get cutthroat over Pretty Princess. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I do want to do nearing the end of the stream. I think on the 1st or 2nd of January, we should do a wrap up of like everything we've done this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Who am I? Sorry, I got it. I keep sidetracking. Here I am. I am a bowl of ricey. I just typed it in chat. You can find me on Twitch now that I'm streaming again. It's been a while, but now that I'm kind of settled, into my new home. You can find me here. You can also see me playing with Chelzor and or Abmiki. We play a lot of Splatoon, especially. And you can also find me with that same name on Twitter. However, on Instagram, I'm going to put this. You can find me there at Bestos Cosplay on Instagram, where I will be putting Christmas photos soon. I just have to get my room kind of set up, but I should be doing that sometime this week. So yeah, look out for those. And where can you find us, Abby?
What's your Opintin on Twitter? What's your Opintin? On Twitter, you can add us there individually, or you can just at the account, and you can give us your opinions on things, what you would like for us to do, any announcements or rivalry we may have going on ends up there. Like that Ever After is the greatest Cinderella movie.
I disagree, but
you can disagree.
I will disagree.
We proved.
Yeah, we did. No, and we also proved that Mobius is a daddy.
No.
Yeah, we did. We did, bruh. Should I scroll? We did. There was majority one. I know you're salty about it. Majority one. Mobius is a daddy.
He's
anyway,
he's not a daddy.
You can say that as much as you want, but the public has spoken. It's literally still pinned on the top of our thing. 75 to 25%. So. We should probably unpin that and do another poll soon.
Probably. Are we gonna do that? Absolutely not.
Yeah, we keep forgetting. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Most of our podcasts will be around the Christmas season, so if you do have a suggestion, please tweet at us. We definitely read all of the stuff that's tweeted at us. So
yes,
just tweet at us if you have a suggestion, and we'll definitely look into it. But until then, I hope you guys stay safe, especially during this holiday season. It's going to be kooky crazy. God bless the retail workers.
Please don't get sick.
Please
My
do not get sick.
husband had the flu.
Mm-hmm.
He had the flu shot and it still ended up with the B strain flu. So please continue to wear your mask. Wash your hands, all that shit. Please be safe.
Mm-hmm. Also, Kuma, we cannot do channel points because we are not technically affiliated yet. But once we are, we will manifest it. Once we are affiliated, that's something we definitely will do for sure.
So what we need to be affiliate is that we have to have 50 followers.
That's it.
We have to stream 8 hours per month, and then we have to stream 7 days per month. So with all of y'all's dedication, we have gotten the average 3 congruent viewers every single time since we started 5, I think. But we will need to get 50 followers. Then we'll probably do a Phasmophobia stream outside of that, so that will allow us to bump our days up to more, and then that will also increase our times for the entire month. I mean, like,
pay off your friend's car payment.
Right?
Yeah, my car payment.
I was about to say, you can't really do that for me because I don't have a car payment. So, like,
I was gonna say, you want to pay mine?
No.
I know, I already paid off mine. So I don't know, Zamer. We have already paid it off. So
yeah, we don't have
car
payments. We don't. I'm sorry, Ricey. Like, I'm not a very great friend. I can't do that for you.
All right. Oh, sad day.
That's your friend.
Dude, pot him off me. But yeah,
that's Ricey's friend. Your friend, not yours. Wait, I'm confused. Aren't you my friend, Ricey? Is there something you haven't told me?
I am your friend. I love you. All right, you guys stay safe before we do anything. Yeah, we always are. It's a common thing for us. Be safe, you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Have fun. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Right?
Don't get sick. Wear your mask. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Stop being so nasty.
You're nasty. All right. Good night. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.